Unexpected delays explained within Azure. After the theme song, I'm going to talk all about it.
So the big question is this: how do you become the cloud expert in your area without having to make any investments in hardware and software? Who provides customers with a secure cloud foundation? How do you start in a way that lets you offer your products and services and start making money straight from the beginning? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. My name is Marcel Wachtens, and welcome to Cloud Secrets.
Hey, what's up? Marcel Wachtens here at the Cloud Secrets podcast. Welcome back. Glad you're here. Hope you're doing fine. I just brought my kids to school and daycare, so I'm off to the office now. But I want to share a story with you that was particularly difficult to locate, and it's taken us several weeks. If you follow me, I did some WVD podcasts or episodes about issues that we're having and our first impression, etc. But the thing that eventually, there were three core issues. One was unexpected delays. We couldn't explain them. We saw routing issues within the network of Microsoft. So we're in the same region as the data center of Azure is. So we should have like low latency, I expect within 10 to 15 milliseconds. But when you follow the trace, you see that there's a major bump, and that's between two hops there's a 100 plus millisecond delay, and that's what's causing what should we call them? The user can notice that there is a delay because response times or responses on the screen aren't as fast as they expect to be. So we ended up opening a ticket with Microsoft, and of course there was nothing wrong with their network, as you might expect. Oh boy, it took some persuasion and persistence to get up higher in the chain, and finally we arrived or spoke with an engineer at a level that makes sense and who bites his teeth into this issue, and he started digging and finally ended up that our IP space that we own, we bought several years ago. We bought our own IP space at Ripe, and our IP block, as you can call it, I don't know, it's 1,000 or a couple of thousand addresses that we use for public services for our customers and services of our own. For this particular customer, on their domain controllers, we were forwarding the DNS to the Google DNS servers, 8.8.8.8 and 8.8.4.4 for the secondary. And while Google, of course, also forwards its DNS to the DNS root servers, they ended up forwarding it to let me tell it correctly. When Google asks some other DNS server for the address, it also uses a source address. And based on that source address, Microsoft routes you to a specific zone or region. And they were giving the American IP address as a source, so we ended up being routed across the globe before we reached our virtual desktop. And that gave an extra delay of over 100 milliseconds, which was, pretty much a showstopper because the customer was experiencing these kinds of lags and interruptions or delays when they scroll through a web browser or whatever, or typing in orders in their order system. And since we are doing a proof of concept for this particular customer, we needed to run as smooth as possible and at least with the same response time and performance as the current solution they're using. Besides that issue, we also had delays within the application that run over the express route. And today's testing day, and we're going to try if those are solved as well if they are, screen delay related, or that they are latency related due to the Azure Express route. And the third one was a different application based on the Omnis Tiger Logic engine that was really starting, 4 or 5 times slower than in the current desktop situation within Citrix. My opinion is that it has to do with the OS difference. Now the old solution they are using is based on 2008 R2, and the new solution is based on Windows 10. So there's a big difference in operating system. And we finally managed to contact the developers, and we're gonna try to upgrade the software to the later version, which officially supports Windows 10. But the application on its own is pretty slow, because I thought it was a client, a 3-tier application. So we got a database server, we got an application server, and you got the application running on the desktop. But they switched over to a different method that most of the software and calculations are starting up or are loaded during startup of the application. So that takes a longer time. Doesn't sound really clear and convincing to me, so I gave them feedback, and they're also testing to get these two applications run the same as in the current situation. And when they do, then we got a successful proof of concept, and we can move forward to migrate all applications towards WVD. So a rather technical one, this one. Big takeaway was that Microsoft was routing traffic through the wrong region, and that ended up getting higher delays or higher latency. And now Microsoft is changing our write block, our IP space is getting assigned to the region that we're in. So we always get the shortest path to the services and servers within Azure. I hope you like this. If you do, by the way, please rate and subscribe, because I like to increase my number of followers, or not my followers. It's not a meaning or purpose on its own, but I like to help more IT professionals like yourself or business owners. So if you rate and subscribe and share this, I get a broader reach and I can help more people. So thanks in advance, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Marcel Martens.
If you're just starting out, you're probably studying a lot. That's good. You're probably geeking out on all the strategies also, right? That's also good. But the hardest part is figuring out what the market wants to buy and how you can implement it in a way that always gives you the same result, right? That's what I struggled with for a while, until I learned the formula. So I created a special mastermind called CloudMind to get you on track with the right services. And more importantly, the right tools to migrate your customers in a way that guarantees success every single time. Wanna come? There are small groups on purpose, so I can answer your direct questions in person. You can hold your spot by going to cloud-secrets.com/cloudmind. Again, that's cloud-secrets.com/cloudmind.